Hello, this is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and in the following video you're going to notice some things that just went wrong all the way around yesterday as I went out to do my first FPV flight using these goggles. And so first of all, I'll introduce these goggles, and then we'll take a look at some of the weird things that happened on that flight. If you've got a BEBOP 2 that like I have, you've always used these goggles, and they're nice, they work great. What you do is you pull that out and open this up, get it open here. We'll start at this now. That's why. So you see why Parrot decided to redesign these things. There, we finally got it open. And then you put your phone in here and close that up, and it works great. It really does work great, but as you can see, it's not very convenient, and they figured that out. So let's see, I think this goes in this way. So they redesigned their FPV goggles, and this is what they have come up with. Okay. Oh, by the way, this here plastic here, let me see. I got one of these from my wife, cut it apart and put it in there because I wear glasses, and my glasses run into these lenses. And hard plastic against hard plastic is going to eventually cause scratches. So this is pretty soft plastic, and it's clear. It's not 100% clear, but it's clear enough it didn't make any difference yesterday when I went flying. I've just got it taped in here, and I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but I wanted to get out and try these goggles. So anyway, as you can see, or maybe you've already watched some videos, these goggles pop out like that so that you have a little more distance, and then here's your eye adjustments here instead of having to go into the firmware to get the eye spacing correct. But how this works is you pop this open and you connect your phone with the USB cable to the Sky controller, and then you put the phone in here. Actually, it's got to go in this way, and you clamp this down. One of the things I ran into yesterday was I was trying to have the USB connection come out the same size, the same side as the USB connection on the Sky controller. But what happened is every time I tried to get this ready to go in, this little power button would hit the hinges here, and then I'd have to get everything back and swipe the screen and bring up the app again. So then I decided, well, what a dummy, you know. But I didn't decide that till I got home, and so if you put it so that this is up, you know, it's still going to work fine, but the USB cable is going to come out this side and just have to come around to the Sky controller, which is no big deal. But you put that on there like that and fasten it down, and you're ready to go. That's how fast it is. That's much faster than the old way. Now, I wouldn't go out and buy a Power model BEBOP 2 just for that purpose, but that is a very nice deal. And by the way, when you use these, let me put it this way. When you use these goggles in the app on your phone, you use the Cockpit Glasses 1. And when you use these goggles, you use Cockpit Glasses 2. So I forgot about switching, and I tried to use this with Cockpit Glasses 1, and nothing looked good at all. So anyway, so that's my story, and I'm sticking with it, and I'm going to show you a video and some of the things that really went wrong. For one thing, my phone was full. After I got home, I deleted pictures and apps and cleared up my phone, but I think that might have been part of my problems. As soon as I got that the first red flag yesterday, I should have stopped flying and come home and got everything figured out. But I didn't. I wanted to fly because I had this new drone. So anyway, let's get to the movie, and I'll show you some things that really went wrong, that were weird, and I really don't know why they did what they did, but I'll show you. So let's get to the movie and sit back and relax. Well, here I am taking off the BEBOP 2 Power with my new goggles on. Right now, at that point, I'm looking through the phone to watch the drone as it's drifting there. And now I look down, and I'm going to switch over to looking out of the drone. Well, when I did that, the app on my phone, which remember it was full, switched from goggles to tablet mode. And I had already set that myself to be manual. So that's kind of a red flag right there. So now I'm going in, and I'm going to the app, or going to the there. Now, did you just see all the telemetry die? Whatever I hit when I was switching back and forth, that was the end of the telemetry. But all right, now I'm going to show you something. We'll just go ahead and stop, because I'm putting this back together. And at that point, I should have stopped. When that thing flipped around to the different view, I should have stopped and figured things out and started over again. But there I am, all nervous and frustrated. Now I'm going to try to fly, and it looks like it's going to be okay. So I'll get everything ready, and then I'll take off. But I want to go ahead. We'll just go ahead and stop this. And let me see. We'll find what I'm looking for first here. Okay, so we'll stop this, and then we'll go to this. All right, so you can see that I flew for 12 minutes, and well, let's see. Let's do this. Let's go. Maybe it's this one here. Nope, nope, it's that one there. Anyway, I flew for 12 minutes. And all of the data, all the telemetry is recorded on the flight data manager. You can see down here 12 minutes of data. So it's not like the drone lost the data. Now we'll go ahead and go to the next one here. And so I flew this where I was sitting, and I flew up here, and I flew back, and I flew around a little bit, and then I came home. And so all the data was recorded on the flight data manager. But if you when we look at the movie, we can tell that it didn't get put where it needed to go after I touched something on the screen. The only thing I can figure out is because the data is there, and because Verb Edit took it and put it onto the screen, but something in the data told Verb Edit, stop putting the data on there. So I think it was in Verb, whatever I did with my finger, whatever I touched, it put a glitch into the drone, and although the drone was recording the data, it never got put the rest of the way through the system. Don't ask me why, but when that thing flipped from one screen to another, I should have stopped, landed, and from then on, start over. Now, here's the thing. If you watch all the way through the upcoming movie, video, it's not a movie, video, when it gets right to the end, you'll see a crazy thing happen after the return home. It'll come back, and I'm fortunate it returned home, because when it lands, it's going to go crazy. So you can fast forward if you want, or you watch the boring flight. But let's go to that movie.